Yes, I'm back. And right now I'm talking about this brother by the name of Robert Bishun. He was found strangled in the back of his BMW. And in my honest opinion, I believe that the NYPD put a hit on him because he was set to testify against a crooked ass cop. And I know some of y'all might call me a conspiracy theorist, but I don't care because this shit happens too much. And it's too obvious not to point to the fact that it seems like every time someone is either about to win some type of lawsuit against the wrongdoing of the police, or they're about to testify against a cop who's doing some crooked shit, they get executed. It happened to Eric Gardner, Freddie Gray, Sandra Bland, Corn Gaines, the brother in Milwaukee who got executed by Master's overseer a month ago. Having the brother Darren Sills, rest in power, a real black activist, not one of them government agents like Al Sharpton or fucking Black Lives Matter, because all the black people in that movement are agents. No, but the article's in the description, of course. I'm just gonna read to you guys some of it. It said an NYPD cop accused of running with a violent drug crew had his bail revoked Wednesday after a cooperating witness set to testify against him was whacked. Don Corlin, gangland style, in the Bronx. The Daily News has learned federal judge Colleen McMahon made the declaration just hours after victim Robert Bishun, 36, was abducted from his auto body shop and found strangled in the back of his BMW in Philston late Tuesday. I've been around the racetrack once or twice. It certainly sounds like a contract killing, McMahon said, adding that Bishop's slang smacked of movie violence. Details of the grisly murder were outlined in her courtroom by federal prosecutors from the Southern District, who noted that the mechanic had been expected to testify against disgraced NYPD officer Marilyn Alston, who'd been out on bail. Alston, 34, is facing narcotic conspiracy charges for being a helper driver and a shotgun-toting bodyguard for a drug deal over a 4-year period. During Wednesday hearing, federal prosecutor Tom McKay called Bishop a cooperating witness who was expected to testify at Alston's trial in the next 2 weeks. McKay, who also claimed his office has recovered text messages that moved Bishop's role in the trial, was being monitored. All right, let's stop right there and look into that one paragraph. It said that the cop disgraced NYPD officer Merlin Alston. He said he's facing narcotic conspiracy charges and being a helper driver and a shotgun-toting bodyguard. And what did that sound like me saying the other day when I did the story on that suspected racial soldier Betty Shelby? How some of y'all, I ain't gonna say us, some of y'all look at cops like they're gods and they can't do wrong. This cop was clearly a hitman / a drug pusher. And I know they executed him. I know the government, the NYPD, that's what they do. Like I tell motherfuckers, the U.S. government is nothing but another gang, but they're the most powerful gang in the world because they make up the laws that we have to live by, but they don't. I know that. It just sounds like something they did to my grandfather at Philadelphia PD. Motherfuck y'all. Hope y'all rest in peace. My grandfather, he was in the drug game. Say what you want, don't care. So, I mean, y'all get mad when the government brings us the drugs to sell, but y'all get mad at us for selling them. So, but anyway, he was working. Some cops who were allowing him to push drugs, and they were working with him. My grandfather, and he was about to Frank Lucas them. I don't know if any of y'all remember Frank Lucas? That the brother, they made a movie. What was that movie called? What was that movie called? American Gangster. That was the movie about Frank Lucas. How he was, who, remember Frank Lucas testified against crooked cops who were in the drug business with him. That's exactly, basically the same circumstances my grandfather was in. But instead of Frank Lucas actually got to testify and hit the stand, my grandfather unfortunately didn't. He was ambushed. The mayor put a hit on him, and they caught him at a red light and blew his brains out. So that's what I'm telling people. Like, these cops, they put on their pants one leg at a motherfucking time, like the rest of us. They ain't shit. But I digress to continue. Bishun may have been slated to testify against Austin because in 2010, the crooked cop and the dealer twice picked up cocaine from a hidden compartment in a car at the Dead Man's Auto Body Shop record show. Bishun was discovered badly beaten and unconscious in the back of his BMW with his zip tie wrapped around his neck. God damn. Officials said a luxury car was left parked on Broadway near the Tony Horace Main School in Fieldston about 11:15 p.m. Tuesday. About 2 hours earlier, two men waving guns and wearing masks and gloves stormed into the Stillwell Ave body shop and demanded cash and jewelry. They stuffed Bishun's cousins and his cousin's girlfriend into the trunk of two cars and took the murder victim with them. Bishun's cousin and his girlfriend escaped the trunk and called cops, who found the car by its electronic tracking system. The mechanic's longtime girlfriend told the detective that he recently met with a federal prosecutor to discuss a heroin trafficking arrest dated back to 2012. Bishun was arrested in 2012 after a raid at his shop where authorities found cocaine and heroin hidden in a car. Officials said investigators also seized $40,000 in cash stashed in a Mercedes van and registered Bishun, .40 caliber handgun, loose ammunition, $30,000 cash from the shop's office, and paid an old sheet detailing millions of dollars in narcotic transactions. Detectives learned Bishop's shop was being used as a drug trafficking hub from a dealer busted in Suffolk County, according to the complaint filed in Brooklyn federal court in November 2014. Bishop pled guilty to conspiracy to traffic drugs and agreed to be on supervised bail for 5 years. He never formally sentenced to prison. Austin was indicted a month later in December 2014 for conspiracy and official misconduct for driving the drug trafficker around arranging cocaine transactions between 2010 and 2014. On one at least occasion, Austin went to a drug meet armed with a shotgun, the record show. Assistant Manhattan U.S. Attorney Thomas McKay confirmed Bishop online court docket in the Eastern District New York drug case was being monitored. The Daily News reported Wednesday that Long Island federal judge Dennis Hurley had posted an entry on the dockets of all criminal defendants, including Bishop, involving procedures to protect corporation information. Members of the defense bar and Brooklyn U.S. Attorney Office had expressed concern to the judge about the order. Text messages, screenshots of the part of docket made their way back to Mr. Bishop through friends and family members. McKay said in court today, after Bishop, a brutal killing, according to a transcript, there is a tab for an open email that said Rob Corporation request. Austin remains suspended from the force pending the outcome of his criminal case. Okay, you notice how he been suspended and not fired. And of course he's white. And of course he's privileged in the system of white supremacy. Because if this was a black cop, a Mexican cop, a Chinese cop, any other cop other than classified as white, they would have been cut his goofy ass loose. But this is crazy, man. I really believe the government was behind this murder. And so I say, man. So I don't put my faith in the law, man. Don't abide by it. I don't give a fuck. But let me know what y'all think about this unfortunate situation that happened to this brother. Rest in power to him. Get in the comments, like, subscribe, share the video.